Hello folks, internet problems I'm afraid. I don't know. For once it wasn't my fault. Internet problems. Now I don't know if we're going to get back. I don't know if we're going to get the people back. We're going to get my internet back. Hello folks, sorry about that. Internet problems. That's ironic. It's really annoying, but ironic at the same time because tonight's poem is entitled Shit Technology, funny enough. So I'm now working off my mobile signal. So I don't know how that's going to work out. It cost me a fortune, but it doesn't matter. Sorry about that, folks. Nothing to do with me this time. Nothing to do with me. Hello, Ian. Hello, Jazz. Don't know what's going on. Bastards. Bastards. What are they doing to me? So, yeah, hopefully I'll get the internet back. Jesus. It's pissed me off, that. It's giving me the right hump. I'll be speaking to my internet provider about that. Hello, Aaron. How you doing? Right in the middle of a show. You know, you people pay good money to watch a show at 7 o'clock. You don't expect it to be disrupted by the bloody internet. Furious. I shall be talking to my internet provider. Heads will roll. I'm happy. Saw a deer in the woods. That's what I was talking about, wasn't I? Any of you like deer? Not eating. Obviously not venison, which is all right. But, you know, the point is, I saw it. Yeah, paying the bill. Actually, it's a fair shout. Yeah, have I paid my bill? It's a fair shout, Ian. Yeah, I paid my bill. You know, things have been a bit iffy, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? Have I paid my bill? That's a bloody good question, mate, to be honest. Well, it seems to be back-ish. It's on here. Is it on here? Oh, what a wind-up. Well, I'm so annoyed about that, honestly. I can't hardly compose myself. Right, anyway. Lost people now. There's only 14 people watching because people go and, you know, they think, oh, Jerry's on tonight, so we go and watch Emmerdale, you know. Jesus Christ. I'm going to read the poem because tonight's poem, it's Lee still here actually. Is Lee Redfern still here? Because he chose it. I do like to obviously provide the poem for the person who's watching. I wonder if he's still here. Lee, if you're still here, let me know. Because if you're not, I'll wait for you. Wait for you to come back. So the poem is about, the internet's about fucking technology. It's actually called Technology is Shit, as requested by Lee Redfern. Bear with me 1 second. Is it back on? What's happening? What's the green light showing? Right, furious. Well, it's going to be a short show tonight, folks, because I'm sorry, but I'm obviously going to have to sort that out. It's going to be what a wind up. Let's start what's going to happen anyway. So the poem's about technology. It's called Technology is Shit. We're still going to do the song, right, which I'm going to have to say, as you know, from now on I'm singing the song, because I keep getting told off about copyright infringement. We've got Who Am I, and we've got the film. And, you know, Karma, what have I done, Lauren? What have I done? Done anything, have I? Really? Sort of. Well, people are coming back in at least, you know, but, annoying. So I'll tell you what happened. Tell you a few things that happened today. Hello, Anne. Hello, Anne. I remember you. Hi, Richard. Sorry, peeps. Things are a bit tonight because the internet's gone down. Hello, Lee. The internet went down, so I'm on my mobile signal. I'm quite pleased, actually. At least that seems to be working. I'm not stuttering or anything. I'm not stuttering, obviously. You know what I mean. Yeah, so what happened today anyway? Richard Wagner, Arthur Conan Doyle and Laurence Olivier were all born on this day in history. As was Jeffrey Dahmer. What a good bunch of guys. What a good bunch of guys. Jeffrey Wagner, obviously the composer. Arthur Conan Doyle, obviously Sherlock Holmes author. Laurence Olivier, the great actor. And Jeffrey Dahmer, the gay eater of other gay men. So, you know, hey, you've all got to have a place in life, haven't you? You'll have a thing. Kim's here. I've just seen Kim. Kim tomorrow night. I don't know if you heard. All the kerfuffle. Prince is on tomorrow night. Hang on a second. Someone call the internet, people. I have to do everything. It's Prince here tomorrow night, Kim. So, hello, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Sorry about that. Hello, Emma. I don't know how many of you were here before it all went off, but it's all gone tits up. The internet's playing up tonight. Got the hump. So, let's do some stuff. Let's do the quiz. Let's do Who Am I? It's quite a tough one tonight, actually. Who am I? It's quite tough. I think you might struggle tonight. Here we go. Who am I? I was born in 1984. The name, my performing name, is a pseudonym. It's an alias. Ask Sir Restauranson. That's life. Did I say that's life? Don't know. Anyway, so I was born in 1984. I perform under a pseudonym, under an alias. No, did I say born in 1984? She wasn't born in 1984. She was born in 1953. I do apologise. Sorry. I was born in 1953. Born in 1953. My band and I started out in 1973. When referring to her music, my band rarely get a mention. So this lady, even though it's actually her and a band, the band rarely get a mention. Who am I talking about? She was born in 1953. Band and I started out in 1973. But when referring to her music, my band rarely get a mention. Not Lulu. Good shout. It's not Lulu. She didn't have a band, did she? Who is it, folks? Not Blondie. I know why you said Blondie. I know exactly why you said Blondie. Not quite the same, but I know exactly what you mean. How you doing, Julie? No, Susie could know. Can to Can. Not Debbie Harry. It's a good one. This you might struggle with the clues I've given you so far. I'll be impressed if anyone gets it from the little I've given you, to be honest. Hello, Sarah Lou. You missed. Is it back? We back on the? No, it's still on the mobile. So, where I was born in 1953. My band and I started out in 1973. But when referring to our band, they really get us a good shout. Gladys Knight, I like you going. Chrissy Hind, Annie Lenz is a good clue. Another clue. I think you're right, Viv. Hello, Viv. I think you're right. Another clue. 1984. The title track to my album reached #1 in the UK. So she released an album in 1984, and the title track reached #1 in the UK. I'll leave this. I did a poem. And that typical Lee. Bloody technology is shit. And the internet goes down. Karma. I see what Lauren means now about karma, by the way. Diana Ross, no. Dolly Parton, no. Oh, I'm loving this. I love it when it's tough. All right. This is a good one. Even though you might struggle. Though my biggest and best known single, by a mile, from 1983 didn't get to #1, but it's still one of the most played songs of all time. Clubs, radio, you name it. It's one of the most played songs. So I'll give all the clues again. Born 1983. I perform under my pseudonym. My band and I started out in 1973, but when referring to our music, my band rarely get a mention. 1984, the title track to my album reached #1 in the UK. Though my biggest and best known singles from 1983 didn't get to #1, but it's still one of the most played songs. And I'll give you the final cue because you're struggling. My name suggests I might be a direct descendant of a notorious ancient warrior leader. Sorry, 1953. Did I just change? Sorry. Yeah, born 1953. Sorry. Did I change my mind? Did I say something different? Born 1953. My name suggests I might be a direct descendant of a notorious ancient warrior leader. Struggling, yeah. Love it. Love the struggle. Kim Spain. Kim Spain. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Let me rock it. Well done, Kim. Well done. You get rewarded anyway. What bloody year was she born? She was given 3 days. Shut it, Alison. It's too late. Shaka Khan. Sorry about that. Shaka Khan. One of my favourite. Ain't nobody. Sorry, Lee, mate. Just missed out. It was Shaka Khan. Put Kim there. Well done, Kim. Well done. Kim's Kim. So, Kim, you get to ask me the question. You get to ask the question, Kim. What's it going to be? Give you a few seconds to think about it. Right. Oh, wasn't I? Yeah, I didn't mean to. That was just coincidence, Oggy. That was just coincidence. And when you came in, she was on the... oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. I was playing, you're right. It was Ain't Nobody as well, wasn't it? Ain't Nobody is one of the most played songs of all time. No, that is one of the most played songs of all time. Royalties out of her arse. And of course, Shaka Khan, that was the title of the 1984 album. And the band is Rufus. It was always Rufus and Shaka Khan. But when you talk about Shaka Khan, you talk about Shaka Khan. No one talks about Rufus, do they? So, you know. Oh, bless you, Kim. Right, let's go. Let's move on quickly. We have to move on quickly. So, I'll tell you what, while Lee's there, let's do the poem, which is Technology is Shit. So, Barry Paskin. Cool, you sound, what's that woman, Carol Baskin? Barry, do you know about Carol Baskin? Because I know your name isn't Baskin, but if anyone knows about Carol Baskin, your name's Barry Paskin, I imagine it's going to come up down a pub. Hello, Barry. We don't know each other, I don't think. Maybe we do, in which case I apologise, but thanks for tuning in, mate. You got it just in time for the poem. I hope you like a bit about poetry, Barry. What's her outdoors, eh? Whose? Shaka Khan's? Is this a serious question? Are we talking about... What are you talking about, Bill? Explain yourself. Right, the poem today is Technology is Shit, as was proven by what's happened tonight, folks. So, here we go. What was the doors then? Anyway, here we go. Technology is shit. So, I got my brand new laptop. I was excited, perhaps ecstatic, and I set up a little office in the corner of the attic. I had a swivel chair and my little office table, and I eagerly looked at the box and I saw these giant staples. I didn't have anything to hand, no hardy knife or scissors, so I went to the attic door and shouted to my missus. I shouted at the top of my voice, but alas, she wasn't there. So it meant I had to take a trip down 3 or 4 flights of stairs. I couldn't help thinking how easy it would have been if the box had just been stuck with glue or wrapped in polythene. So back into the office, laptop in front of me, I looked at it like a kid at Christmas, so expectantly. I opened up my treasure and I turned the button on, but nothing seems to be happening. I've already done something wrong. Take a breath and be patient, use your powers of deduction, or maybe break your golden rule and, look at the instructions. Oh, Gabrielle. That's right. That's what I'll do, or else this will take ages. So I look at the instructions, 675 pages. 4 of them in English. Right, I'll have a go. 20 minutes later, I still didn't bloody know. I'll call the bloke at PC World, he'll know what to do. There's plenty of time before closing, it's only 10 to 2. So it's 25 to 6 now, and he's still not called me back. My customer service was that bad, I'd have got the sack. Finally someone calls me. It's been 4 hours or more. I'm sorry, I can't help you, sir. We're about to close the store. Please, sir, don't get angry. I'm afraid you're just too late. You can call the 24-hour helpline at the premium call rate. I thought, sod it, I'll call the helpline, premium. So I took my mobile phone, called the suggested number and was met with an alien tone. I took my phone and looked at it. Your phone is now updating. This might take quite a while. I hope you don't mind waiting. So I thought I'll use a landline, try and hear the human voice. I can ignore the mobile update, but you don't really have a choice. So I rang the premium number, straight through. That didn't take long. Oh, it's a recorded message and a shit accompanied song. Oh, I've got some options. There's only 25. I think I'll wait till the morning, if I'm still alive. So I called the shop first thing. Immediately someone answered, but following the events of the previous day, I didn't fancy my chances. Oh, Mr. Cho, I remember you. You forgot your code. I tried to wave you down, but you were too far up the road. So he laughed at the misfortune and was relieved until he said to me, you'll have to come in for it, for your own security. As you can imagine, I wasn't best pleased, but I didn't live too far. So I told him to look out for me and made my way in my car. To the car. Now settled inside my car, I turned the engine on, put it in the first, but alas, something was wrong. Then I looked at my windscreen, I saw this plastic sign. All cars will be wheel clamped that park here after 9. But I've got residence parking, I paid for it online. I'm really not in the mood to pay a bloody fine. So I called the local council. They said, sorry, Mr. Che, you no longer have a permit. It expired the other day. Don't be angry, Mr. Che. This call is being recorded. Maybe you should speak to the bank about your standing order. So I rang the bank and told them. They said there's nothing they could do. There'd been a glitch in the system and made my payment didn't go through. I said, I paid it on my laptop. I'm as good as gold. She said, is your laptop more than 4 years old? She said, if you check your spam for our declined email, you'll see that we said old laptops occasionally fail. What you need's a new one. If you can be bothered, pop along to PC World. They've got some blinding offers. I said, I bloody know that. I'm meant to be there now. She said, calm down, Mr. Che. Your language is quite foul. The next moments were a bit of a blur. I just remember blue lights and a pair of blokes in uniform reading me my rights. Now I'm sat in a garden, looking up at the sun. Appreciative and thankful that I wasn't allowed a gun. Because had I had a gun, I think it's safe to say that there are a dozen people who wouldn't be alive today. Instead, I'm in a special place where they're managing my rage. Another sorry victim of the technological age. How fucking prophetic is that tonight, folks? That was Technology is Shit. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm reading it with actual rage as I'm looking at my little no Wi-Fi signal thing down there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I can't believe when I wrote it was going to actually come true. Lee Redfern's fault. You put the bleeding mockers on me, son, didn't you? Eh? Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm actually hot with anger. Let's do the film. Let's do the film. I like this. Well, you might like. You like this, right? This is the film. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to church tomorrow. I'm not feeling great. What's the film, folks? I'll do it again. No, I'm not going to church tomorrow. I'm not feeling great, to be honest. What's the film? Jesus Christy. Who'd have known how prophetic that poem would be? So, what's the film, folks? Like it, mate? Cheers, I did you proud, mate. It's all true though, as we know from many a conversation. See, Lee and I are good mates, and he and I have had many a conversation where we've actually picked up bits of technology and talked to each other about Becky Swift. We haven't talked about Becky Swift, not yet. But so Saturday Night Feed, Becky's got it. And yeah, Lee and I have talked to each other about, you know, yeah, exactly. Lee and I, honestly. Becky Swift. Becky straight in it was I love that. Well done, Becky. I'm impressed with that, actually. Becky Swift wins it. I think, did you win it yesterday, Bex? Hello, Paula. So, Becky, you get to choose the year of the music tomorrow, didn't you? That's what you get. Choose the year of the music tomorrow. Well done, Becky. Good work. Excellent work. I'm impressed. No one's called the internet people, by the way. I've got to do it. No one's had the foresight. Just get on the blower. Say what you're talking about with the internet. No one's done that. I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, right. What's next? At the quiz, I suppose it's let's do the music, shall we? Of course, normally I play a bit of music. I can't play music, can I? Can't play music because they might get upset 'cause I'm using their music for 10 seconds. You know what I mean? And they want a piece of the pie if I make any money. Oh, have a coffee. You know what I mean? Have a coffee, Blondie. Have a coffee, the Bee Gees, you know? Oh, please. Honestly. So, I'm still in the right grumpy bastard, aren't I? Give it time. Right. I know what he's talking about as well. How you doing, Becky? Up there in the Midlands. So, the song is this. I've got the lyrics here. I've got the lyrics, and all well and good. That'll work. Actually, it probably won't work, will it? Because I'm fucking things down it. Right, okay. Oh, I'm going to struggle because my internet's down, aren't I? And it's, God, okay. I didn't sound like... It's fine, here we go. But you were busy last night, so can I have it again, please? Well, that's what you're having now, Becky. You're having that, Becky. So you need to pick another year. Yeah, that's now. That's happening right now. The song now is from 1999. Here we go. I'm singing it. I'm trying to sing it. Is it right? She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like one. Baby, your butt. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like one. All night long. What's the song? And who is it? Do you want to do it again? You probably don't. I'll do another bit of it. Oh, that dress so scandalous. So you know another thing, I can't handle it. So you're shaking that thing like who's the ish? I looked up with the look in your eyes so devilish. You like to dance on the hip hop spots. Oh, Tara Whiteman's here. I didn't know she was here. Oops, I get so excited. Tara Whiteman's straight in there. Oh, she hasn't said who it was. Oh, Becky Swift's gone and said who it was. Oh, ooh. No, Lauren, how dare you? Right, hang on, I'm getting all confused now. 984, all right, I'll give it to Tara. She didn't say who it was. And Becky did, but Becky's just won, so I'll give it to Tara. With Thong Song. Then Joy's giving it with the... Oh, now, I'm more in the quandary now. Tell you what. What? I don't know. Fight over it. First one, right, between Joy and Tara, you get to choose tomorrow's poem, right? First one to come back with the suggestion. Tara, did you choose it? Yes, was it the day before? I can't remember. Anyway, first one to come back with the suggestion gets tomorrow's poem. Gets to choose the title of tomorrow's poem. So between Joy and Tara, first one back, first one I see on my little thing here, you get to choose tomorrow's poems. Be quick. I won't do anything because I want to watch it. Well, I will do something. Obviously, I'm not just going to sit here and let you stare at me. You know. So Sarah, don't be mean to Whiteman. Don't be mean to the Whiteman. No, you want it. Well, no, because the rules do say. Oh, hang on. If you spend a day as someone else, famous or non-famous, who would it be and why? That's a great question, Kim. Wigs, Joy. Wigs. Christ. Hang on a minute. Right, I need to answer. Right, wigs. Tomorrow's wigs. It's wigs. Kim asked the question. If I could spend a day as someone else, who would it be and why? If I could spend a day as someone else, Jay-Z. Do you want to know why? No, I'm not. Actually, I don't mean that. I could spend someone else. I think I'll probably be, because I'm a big football fan. And I think it's just a difficult one, this, you know, but. I think I'll be Lionel Messi, I think. Would I be Ronaldo? Because Ronaldo's got a better wife, hasn't he? So I'll go to his missus. Yeah, let's go Ronaldo, because No, he looks good as well. So I'd look like an Adonis for a day, play football, score some goals, be a hero, and then go back and make me missus a nice dinner, nice steak dinner. So that's me answer that. That's me answer that, Kim. All right. Do you know, Joy? I'm not going to write a poem about wigs. That's a terrible subject. I know. I say I will, but you're my sister, so I'm not going to. So wigs. That's a terrible subject for a poem. You know what I mean? Joy, have another go, or Tara. Tara, you have another go. Tomorrow's poem. It's not going to be about wigs. That's some rubbish. You know. Don't moan, Joy. You're my sister. I feel I can do it to you. Right, Kim. I can't remember what you're laughing at, Kim. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read from one of my books. Which one am I read from? Actually, none of them are up. None of them are loaded. Oh, blimey. Christ. Well, I'm slacking tonight. So I'll talk about in the meantime. Oh, do you know, by the way, do you know what I was thinking of earlier? Ties. I'll tell you what. I was looking at a picture of Hitler, right? Because I'm a big fan of his. And, no, seriously, I was just looking at a picture. Because, you know that This Day in History thing? I always look at This Day in History. And I was just looking at Ali. By the way, Muhammad Ali knocked Henry Cooper out today. Not today. This Day in History. Can't remember the date. But anyway. So, I was having a look. And obviously around the 1940s, sausages. Fucking, why would you want to be a poem about... What's the matter with you? Poem about... Sausages. All right, I'll do a poem about sausages. Tara, why didn't you get in there? Sausages. Bloody hell, Joy, honestly. Sisters, eh? Sausages. Right. Here we go. Right. Anyway, what was I on about? Oh, yeah, Hitler. And on this day in history, obviously, because around about this time, basically, from 1939 to 1945, Hitler had basically done something every day, pretty much. You know what I mean? Something naughty, obviously. And anyway, so I was, but he's always, I noticed he's always had a tie on. And I thought, oh, well, you know, he cared about his appearance. But it just got me thinking, ties are, I like ties, I like the look of ties, but who invented them in the first place, I wonder? Because actually, they're a bit of a pain in the arse, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? If no one had invented them, then we'd never had the need for no one to care. But they are a bit of a pain in the arse. And so I was just wondering who invented ties. And I haven't looked it up. Wigs would have been easier than sausages. You're probably right, actually, Alison, to be honest. Maybe I'll do wigs and sausages. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Keep a tie. 2 sugars, please. Brummy gag. Is it? Keep a tie. Keep a tie. Keep a... I can't say it. 2 sugars, keep a tie. Cup of tea. That's it. Yeah. Cup of tea. 2 sugars, please. Yeah, I get it. It's not the best, so don't open with it, Andy. What date is it? It's the 20... God, blimey, is that the date already? Right, okay. Where was I with the book? I'm going to read Life of Pearl, by the way, because I enjoyed it. Yes, it made me laugh. Right. Here we go. Life of Pearl. And then I'm off, because I've got to go and clap the nurses and sort out my frigging internet. Wigs for sausages. Wigs. That's a shout, yeah. I don't know about tomorrow. I'll do something. Oh, well, Prince will. Don't forget Prince here tomorrow. Don't upset him. Right, here we go. Life of Pearl. Pearl was very fond of Caspar, but sometimes found him overprotective. He once offered to fight the sun when it burned her, and took on Manchester United in a bar brawl when they lost a game, which cost her £23,000 in an accumulator. It had won too, but the intervention of Sir Eldred Ferguson, Alex's brother, who gave him a near-fatal kick up the arse just as he was about to finish off Giggsy. She appreciated the sentiment, but wished he'd find a new focus for his attention. He briefly had a relationship with Ethel Gormley, who he'd met at a post office on Pension Day in 1975. Theirs was a whirlwind romance which started at 10 a.m. They'd made love by midday, were engaged by 3 p.m. and married at tea time. Unfortunately, she died of exhaustion while making him a cup of candy floss just before bedtime. It was unexpected, though, although she was 147, she still had her own tooth and had been ill 65 times that month. Caspar was distraught when she went and hadn't even had time to make a papier-mâché figurine of her, so had no memory of what she looked like. In fact, the only memory he had was of her smell, which lingered in his 23-bedroom flat. She smelled of tuna melt, paninis and trifle, which had reminded him of his own dear mother, who was also a person. One piece of good news was that she died intestate, so everything was left to him. The bad news was she was skint and had a gambling problem, so he found himself in debt to Big Sid, the local gangster, for £92,764.25. Fortunately, Caspar had a cat. Sorry. Fortunately, Caspar had a cat he was fed up with, so sold it to Justin Bieber for 100 grand. Paid off Sid and had enough change to get himself a rubber replica of Ethel. Of course, rubber replicas are all well and good, and it fulfilled most of his needs, but it was the evening by the fires he missed the most. I know. Can we just answer that question? Did 1999 live up to Prince's hype? There's a poem idea for you. Yeah, it's a bit about the other ones, Lauren. Maybe I'll consider that. Anyway. Caspar had spent 28 days in prison following a particularly unpleasant killing spree in 1705, in which he massacred an entire family of woodlice. He was only released when he promised to give 45% of his future earnings to the SWA, Saving Woodlice Association, which was an organisation fronted by Sir Bob Gellertin and Angelo Jolio, who were moved by the plight of woodlice when they visited Bradford during the big storm. Upon his release from prison, Caspar embarked upon a series of failed business ventures, the most notable of which being his vegetarian cow, a cow made entirely of cabbage but tasted like beef. He managed to breed two, but they couldn't stand the smell of each other, so he quickly became extinct. When Pearl arrived on the island, Caspar's life changed. He went from a shy, retiring individual to a shy, retiring individual with an obsession, and getting the skinny on Gordon could finally be his chance of carrying favour with Pearl. Right, I'm going to end it there because it's just such nonsense. I'm making myself laugh, which is unprofessional. Sorry about tonight. It's been a bit of a, isn't it? Do you know, I hope you enjoyed the poem though. I quite like that myself. That book makes me laugh because, like I say, I generally only read it when I read it to you, and a couple of bits. I think, what the fuck was I thinking about when I wrote that? What was I on? I don't know. Anyway, listen, I'm going to go. I'm going to clap the nurses. Tomorrow night, Tell the World. Prince is going to be here. The internet better be sorted, otherwise I'm going to be making the papers. And yeah, I'll be back. Poem will be, I genuinely don't know. Wigs, sausages, maybe a Prince, maybe a combination of a lot. I don't know, but I'll make something happen. And yeah, all the usual stuff. So I hope you enjoyed tonight. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put up the coffee thing afterwards. So, whatever. So, thank you everyone who did buy them, as always. Thanks guys, and what a night. Late December banging 63, which it isn't, but it would be in the life of Pearl. Anyway, night, love you all. See you tomorrow.